Hi friends, and welcome back to another speed build, or if this is your first time here, hi, welcome. My name is Via. Get comfy. Thank you for joining us. Today I'm doing something a lot different than I've ever done before. I've never done a modern build ever. I've always just kind of done suburbans. And after I uploaded my last video, I was like, no one wants to just keep watching suburbans, right? Like, I have to build something different. So, I kind of went in blind with this one. I wasn't building it with a specific family in mind, but the story kind of came to me along the way. I just grabbed like a modern house off of Pinterest and went for it, but I think this would be great for a photographer. I mean, obviously I put a photography studio in it. You'll see that when we get to building the interior, but I kind of designed it with just having one person in mind living here, but you could definitely fit two people in the bedroom that I built, or you could also turn the photography studio into a bedroom. There's also like two living rooms, so you could definitely make one of those into a bedroom if you had more Sims. And as always, if you do want to do any of those things or just use this house as is in your game, it's on my gallery, and my gallery ID, as long as my other socials, or as well as my other socials, are all listed in the description. So this was really different than anything I've done before, and it was kind of challenging. I ended up cutting a lot of footage out of this, maybe like 20 minutes after it was sped up, I cut out. There was a lot of trial and error. I wanted to build this whole thing on platforms, which I did end up doing. You'll see that here. I tried to build the platforms first and it wasn't really working. I don't know if there's like a trick to building on platforms, because nothing was being recognized as a room when I did it. So basically what I did was I built the shell and then saved the upstairs and the downstairs as rooms to my library on The Sims. And then I kind of counted the like dimensions of the house, bulldozed the lot, built everything on platforms, and then put the rooms on top of the platforms. Mostly because I wanted to do a platform stairway leading into the house. This is actually the most I've ever used platforms in a game. I mean, when they first came out, I did like a raised dining room or something in one house, or a sunken living room in another, but this is the most I've used them. The whole house is on platforms, or at least the downstairs is. The upstairs is just regular like short wall height. So downstairs is medium wall height, but it looks short because of the platforms. Yeah, I feel like I had a train of thought going and I lost it, so excuse me. There are some more debug items in this, but not a lot. And I think I did kind of use a lot of packs again. Oops. I used a lot of backyard stuff, a lot of the Machino, but again, that's mostly for the photography stuff. So if you're not going to have a photographer live here, then you don't really need any of that. I used a lot of the ice cream pack for the kitchen. So the whole interior is like very modern, all black and white with like hints of yellow and a little bit of blue, which after seeing all like the sleek blackness of it was what made me decide, oh, this is definitely like a photographer's house. I've actually like changed recording locations for this video. I'm in my kitchen, so if you can hear my dog snoring, he just went to bed at the most inconvenient time, so hopefully my mic doesn't pick that up, but if it does, I'm sorry. Oh my god, he's really going for it. It's fine, we love him, so he can stay. But I was thinking maybe I could use the sim that will live here for my let's play. So I'm thinking her as a freelance photographer, and then maybe like 2 or 3 friends. I have her sim pretty much ready to go, and I think one of her friends is ready. I'm gonna build houses for everyone else in the series as well, but probably not all at once, just because my brain doesn't work that way. Like, I can't just sit and build one house after another. Like, I have to build a little bit and then play around in cast and then do some gameplay, and then I'll feel like building something else. But I have been building a lot more than usual lately, so that's pretty good. So hopefully it won't take too long. I think I definitely want to do a tiny house for one of them. I had another sim named Joni in my other save file that you guys have seen a lot of builds for. Like, she knows everyone, like Rory and Roy and Sloan and all them. but I think I might transfer her to this gameplay because I think she would fit really well into the storyline. And the main sim that I think is going to live here, I kind of copied off her roommate. I basically played with genetics from her to make a sister until I got what I liked, because she was like my cutest sim ever. Like, and I wanted her in the Willow Creek Rory whatever gameplay, but if I'm going to do a let's play, it has to involve someone that looks like her because she is so beautiful. But whatever, I digress. It's fine. So I think, yeah, what was I talking about? Tiny house? Yeah, so I want her friend to be in a tiny house. So that'll probably be the next build that I do. I might even get that done today, honestly. It depends on my mood, but a tiny house shouldn't take me long. This was one of my fastest builds ever, but I really liked this build. I wasn't expecting to, because I feel like when it comes to doing modern builds, I don't know what to do. Like, do I look bougie? No, I mean, you guys can't see me. I was also thinking about getting a face cam for my let's plays, but we don't have to talk about that right now. We're on something else. But now I forgot what we were talking about, so maybe we will talk about that. Oh yeah, modern builds. Sorry, I like very clearly have ADD, so this is something you guys are gonna put up with if you're gonna enjoy this channel. That sounded bitchy, but it's fine. So yeah, I had no idea how I was gonna decorate it. I never do modern. I always do like suburban, like cozy kind of styles. I feel like modern houses are so like impersonal. They don't look lived in. They look like sterile almost, and it's boring. Like, it doesn't look like a family lives there. But this isn't a family home, so I just built it for one sim. So it looks like we're about to get into the interior, which I'm really excited. I liked this a lot more than I thought I would. It was one of my quickest builds and probably one of my favorites that I've ever done. I ended up really liking it, and I didn't think I would. I just kind of wanted to try something new, so I wasn't uploading the same house 800 times onto this channel. Excuse me while I drink water, and I'm not gonna cut it out because I'm lazy and I already edited so much today. So delicious. Anyways, now let me get my my train of thought back, but let's talk about the let's play and face cams and whatever. So I thought maybe I could start filming it today as long as I get all the sims made. I don't know if that's something I would want to do on a schedule. I feel like listen to me stutter for 20 minutes and then get nothing from this video except a build on the gallery. But yeah, I don't know. I was looking at some nice like webcams. I don't have a webcam built into my laptop, but I don't think I would use that anyways, just because the quality wouldn't be good. I don't really have a lot of like pretty spaces to film, so I might not. The reason I'm in my kitchen right now is because nobody else is home. I'm usually the only person here Monday through Thursday from like 10 to 2. So those would be the only times I could film, unless I do it when everyone goes to bed, so at like 11 o'clock at night, which is like not out of my comfort zone. I'm usually up pretty late, but that's fine. It's fine. It's all fine. We're good. So I don't know if anyone wants to see my face or not, but I feel like the no face cam, especially for a let's play, is a little bit impersonal. I don't know. When's the last time I passed an English class? I really couldn't tell you, but I don't know, it was just a little thought I had. Again, I'm not like working, and I've spent money on screen recording software and editing software, and should I also buy a webcam? I don't know. YouTube is an investment, but that's okay. I'm okay with that. I feel like it's a smart investment. It feels rewarding. I really do love making these videos. This is only my third one, but I've had such a good time so far, and hearing like the nice feedback really like makes my day. Like I build for me and I do this for me, but it is nice to see that people like what I'm doing, you know? So like at the end of the day, I don't want to act like I'm doing this to get subscribers or to make money, because that's not my goal here. I just am doing this for fun and as a hobby, but it's really nice that I have a couple supporters already, and it makes my heart warm, and thanks guys. I got a couple comments on my last video. I didn't get any in my first one, but I got a couple really sweet ones in the last one, and it just like made my day. I was like telling my dad all about it. I don't think he really cared much, but it really made me feel so good. And I'm using this stupid debug Strangerville, I always want to call it Stranger Things, Strangerville plant. This didn't end up working. I really wanted to use this in the builds. Maybe if I ended up going with a red and black theme instead of like black, white, and yellow, it would have been cool, but I couldn't get it to situate right on the island anyways, so that's okay. But I did try and use it again later, and it looks kind of weird, but I thought it was cool. This is definitely like the sim that lives here is like a plant girl. Like, she loves succulents and crystals and stuff like that. I didn't really make her like a witchy person. I don't think she's witchy, but I think she's into witchy things, if that makes sense, but probably more for the aesthetic purposes than her own beliefs. So not that that's a bad thing. I mean, obviously respect religions. I'm very into witchy stuff in the Wiccan religion and have been doing a lot of research on it since I left my job, but I mean, there are people who wear crosses who aren't Christian and stuff like that, so she has crystals and she's not a witch, but I feel like that goes for a lot of people. I don't know how we got to talking to religion. I don't know. And I feel like I'm always like I'm saying things that are super problematic, and I feel like I never am, honestly. I mean, that's not true. I mean, I've been problematic in the past, and I have learned from it and grown from it, and everyone's stupid in high school. I'm not going to say I've never said anything problematic because I'm not perfect, but I always feel like I'm overcorrecting things I say in these videos just because I really, I don't know, I just want to respect everybody, I guess. Does that make sense? And see, here I am explaining myself again when I really don't need to. I thought this was like the perfect area for a photography studio in the house just because there was no windows on it. The Pinterest photo I was using for inspiration, like there was, I mean, technically that's supposed to be a garage, but we don't have cars in The Sims. I could do a fake garage, but I've done it before, and I thought this kind of gave the house something a little bit different, like Nora's art studio in my first build, and maybe like the gym in my last build. It's nice to have like a nice little activity room when you have the room for it in a build. Of course, my last house had room for everything. I probably could have done an activity room for almost every skill in the game, but whatever. The neon light looks a little out of place. In my gameplay, I'm probably going to change the color of it, but you can't do that in build mode for some reason. It's incredibly frustrating, and I didn't feel like switching to live mode and moving in a sim and changing it and continuing on with my build. Like, that would have just been so much work. To anyone who does that, honestly, braver than the US Marines, or has more energy than the US Marines, because I could never. I also tried to use I don't even know how to pronounce it, OSMP, Osmump, I don't know. I've heard it a few different ways. So that's just to cover my bases and not embarrass myself. But I tried to use it a few times and I couldn't really figure it out. I need to watch a tutorial for it. But I don't think there were many situations where I needed it in this house. I'm actually not sure if I'm going to keep these trophies in my gameplay because I wanted her to be kind of like, I wanted the home to look like it belonged to an awarded photographer, like a celebrated photographer. But I think in the gameplay, she's going to be just kind of starting out, you know, so she wouldn't really have any of those yet. So I might delete them, or I can just pretend she won them in high school or something. I used to be really into photography. I won a Scholastic Award when I was in high school, and I don't even know where it is. So I don't know if she would have her high school awards out because I surely don't have mine. But I don't know. I'll see what I can do with it. I really had no idea what else to put on that coffee table. The big ones are like so unnecessary, especially those big square ones, like the ones I use, but I've never used one before. And I also kind of like, it was a big space and nowhere to put like a TV or a fireplace to fill this space, and have it be living room-y. So I knew I needed a big coffee table, and that's why there's like 2 living spaces, because that one doesn't have like a TV or a fireplace or anything. I do a lot of builds sometimes without TVs. I don't have my Sims watch TV a lot. Sometimes I'll have them have friends over for like movie night if we have a TV, but a lot of the time I just don't use it, and I'll have like a computer or books to get their like fun need up. But yeah, I usually don't, oh, not usually, but I have a lot of builds without TV, so it's not like I need a TV in my builds or I need one to make it a living room. I just kind of figured like, this is a modern house, more expensive. It was like 80,000 simoleons, and I feel like my builds are so expensive in part because of all the landscaping I do, which I did cut out of this video, but there's a fair amount of landscaping in this. But I figured this was definitely the type of house to have a TV, so I wasn't gonna leave it out. And there was kind of this odd open space upstairs, where I do end up putting that living space that I didn't know what to do with otherwise. Like, I put a desk down for a little bit. I was gonna do another computer space office, but with one sim you don't really need 2 computers. Like, sometimes you can get a whole family with just one, so I kind of thought having another desk area was, I don't know, it was just overkill for such a small house. But another little living space I thought was cute. And this is not it, by the way. I guess it kind of is a living space with the chairs, but this is just a cute little decoration, somewhere to sit, maybe like have coffee in the morning if like her partner moves in. I haven't really decided who this sim is gonna like date yet, so I have some drama in my head. I don't want to say anything yet and give it away if that's gonna be my let's play, but I haven't decided who this sim will end up with yet, so I'm not sure. So, but maybe that is a cute little space where her and her partner can have coffee or tea in the morning or whatever. There's 2 balconies as well. I think one that's like a dining space, and then one that has like a couch and a stereo, so you can just hang out there. I thought it was kind of cute. The back balcony was just something of my own accord, but the front balcony was in my inspiration picture. It didn't look exactly like it did in the picture, but you know, it's Sims. So we're gonna start wrapping up now. I think I know when I start putting my floor in, we're gonna start wrapping up. I think I have a couple minutes left. I need to like get better at wallpapering. I just do the same wallpaper everywhere. I don't know if that's weird, but that's what my house is. We have the same wallpaper everywhere except the bedrooms and the kitchen and like the bathroom. So that's what I do in my builds, but it does kind of get a little monotonous. I do have some accent walls in here with that stone. But yeah, we're gonna start wrapping this up now, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching, especially if you watched to this point. It means a lot. And hopefully I'll get another build and I'll start on my let's play soon. I recorded a whole create a sim video yesterday and decided to just not use that sim. I was making a sim for my let's play and they ended up not liking her very much, so I made someone else off camera. But yeah, maybe I'll upload my my videos that I have a couple videos that never really were good enough, but maybe I'll do like a second channel someday if it gets to that point. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. And I like telling them to you guys, even if nothing comes from it. I just like chit chat, and this is like my therapy for the week. I had therapy already, but that's okay. This is my extra therapy. I'm not gonna tell my therapist about my Sims videos, but yeah, we maybe like a minute left. I said we're wrapping up. This is the 3rd time I've said that we're wrapping up, but we're wrapping up now. So I should probably stop talking. I already thanked you guys for watching, so thank you again. If you want to see more, remember you can like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what you want to see. I really want this to be our channel, so yeah, tell me your feedback, enjoy these screenshots, and I will see you guys next time.